What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode, and in this episode I want to talk to you guys about the brand new 1200cc Speed Triple RS. Now, you see, I absolutely love my Street Triple RS. You know that. There are a couple things that I wish this motorcycle had, such as heated grips, which I know is an option, but I don't think I want to get that at this moment. But most importantly, cruise control, because soon I'm going to be moving to Orange County, and then I'm going to have to visit my mom, and cruise control would be a nice option. But that's where the new Speed Triple RS comes into play. Aha! So, that's something I want to talk to you guys about. Is it worth upgrading my Street Triple RS to the Speed Triple? Let's get on the road and talk about that. Oh, damn, it sounds so good. It sounds like a tornado of bees have been let loose as soon as you give this thing the full beans. And that's what I love about the triple engines, man. Two-cylinder engines just don't do it for me anymore. But anyways, regardless, the three-cylinder triple engine is an absolute peach. And as you already know, I used to own the F900R, and I sold that motorcycle back to the dealership, and then I ended up buying a Street Triple RS. And this is after I test rode one. I made up my mind that day that I was going to get it, so I ended up buying it. And I have absolutely no regrets, and I absolutely love this motorcycle. And quite frankly, I really didn't need to upgrade, because I'm not really the kind of person who looks at a motorcycle and buys purely for power reasons only. When it comes to power, the Street Triple RS with its 121 horsepower engine does not disappoint. And you know, you've already seen the track day events already. I rip it on this thing, and right now, at the current moment, it's under 400 pounds, and this thing feels like an absolute bicycle. It's easy to toss around, and it feels wonderful to ride. So, with all that said, why am I interested in the Speed Triple RS? Well, I gotta say though, the two things that I like about the Speed Triple RS, number one is that I think it's a little bit more refined than the Street Triple RS. In this point in my life, I'm not necessarily looking for a motorcycle that has the most horsepower. You know, if you're a OG fan of my channel, you know that I've ridden everything under the sun. So it's not like I'm like, all right, I gotta have the most powerful naked motorcycle, or sport bike for that matter. As you see on my channel, I ride a Yamaha R6 that has 120 horsepower or whatever it is, and my Street Triple RS has about 120 horsepower, pretty similar horsepower between both motorcycles. So horsepower is really not my thing. But what I like about the Street Triple RS is that it is a very, very refined machine. The components are top quality, the ride is nice and supple, it doesn't have cheap plastics, as well as steel braided brake lines, which is something that only race bikes have. Well, I guess you could say it is a race bike, because this is just a naked version of a Daytona, right? So I think that based on my research, the Speed Triple takes it up a couple of notches, where it's got Öhlins front and rear, and then it's got the Stylema brakes in the front. But otherwise, the motorcycle looks very stylish. The front is pretty similar to my Street Triple RS, with the exception of the front cowl. Like, this cowl doesn't exist on the Speed Triple, and I think the cowl is something that might be like an aftermarket option, which I'm not really too sure about at the moment. But otherwise, they've made a couple of changes that are a little bit different than my Street Triple RS. Like, as an example, the lights in the back, they're similar to the new Trident that's out now, and I think in the long run, the Street Triple is going to get upgraded to the same lights as the Speed Triple, because, you know, all manufacturers usually streamline their cars and motorcycles. So I think the same thing is going to happen to the Street eventually. But for now, I really, really, really like the dash of the new Speed Triple. I think it definitely is an upgrade to the dash of the Street Triple, because the Street Triple's dash, I don't know about you, but it is a little bit hard to read. When I first got the motorcycle, I was a little frustrated that everything was so goddamn small. But now that I've been riding it for 3,000 plus miles, I've become accustomed to it, and it's growing on me. I really like it. But I think where the Speed Triple gets an upgrade is that it's very legible to read. The fonts are very clear, they're big, they're chunky. I think it's everything that the Street Triple should have been in the first place. But I don't know why they made the Street Triple's fonts and everything else so small. It's very modern looking, very crisp looking, but I think an artist designed this dash, not necessarily a writer. But I think that they've turned it around, whereas a writer actually designed the dash on the Speed Triple, not an artist. So it's completely backwards this time, and I think they did it the right way. There's a Rocket 3 behind me. I wonder if this guy checked out my review. Wonder if he watches my channel. But aside from the dash, it does have the My Triumph app built in. So that means that you get turn-by-turn directions with the Google Maps, which is absolutely helpful. One thing I absolutely loved about my F900R is that it had turn-by-turn directions directly on the dash. It was so helpful. But if I decide to upgrade it and put it on my Street Triple, I believe it's like a $300 option just to buy the kit, and then another couple of $100 to install it. So it just might not be cost effective for me to do it that way, while the Speed Triple already has it built in. Plus it's probably an upgraded dash and everything. So that's another good thing that I'm considering. The other thing is that it has cruise control built in. And cruise control is something that I love, and it's something that I'm going to be using quite often because I'm going to be doing a lot of commutes between San Diego and Orange County. And when I move out of San Diego, I'm going to be visiting my mom. She's going to be about an hour and a half from me. An hour and a half of commuting on the highway, and I think having some cruise control would definitely be helpful. I didn't need cruise control up until recently, but I think I'm going to be using it quite often if I upgrade. Nice, man. I said nice. Yeah, is that the R? Yeah. Cool, man. Huh? His the R, mine's the RS. Yeah, the Triumph Rocket 3, baby. Nice. That's so funny that we have two Street Triples and a Rocket 3, and what the hell? This guy's on a go-kart or something? No way. What the? Yo, you gotta love SoCal, man. Oh, no way! No way! You gotta love SoCal. This is so freaking cool. I wonder how fast that thing goes. So anyways, back to what I was talking about. The only downside to upgrading to the Speed Triple is that the price tag is a little bit high. So hypothetically speaking, if I sell my Street Triple for like $12,000, then I gotta fork over another $6,000 to $8,000 just to buy that bike. And I'm not really sure if that motorcycle is worth that much more than a Street Triple RS. So that's the dilemma right there. Is it worth paying that much more? In terms of horsepower, I think my Street Triple has enough. I'm not craving anymore. That's why I haven't done a power commander or any crazy tunes. I really don't think that it needs any more power than it already has. It's plenty fast for me, and I'm pretty happy with it. But that being said, the Speed Triple has 170 horsepower at the crank, and I think that is monumental in terms of how much power I need in my life. But I'm not really upgrading for the power. I'm upgrading for the refinement and also the options, and obviously it's an upgrade to this motorcycle. And plus, you know what? It doesn't hurt to create brand new content for you guys and to have a motorcycle that is current and up to date, right? Let's go in here and finish our thought process on the Triumph Speed Triple versus Street Triple. So that's been my thought process about the street triple versus speed triple dilemma. Well, I don't even want to call it a dilemma. It's not a dilemma. It's more like I got to make a choice. Should I keep the street triple, or should I buy the new speed triple? There is a price difference, a major price difference, as a matter of fact. The speed is about $18,500 plus tax and all the junk that dealers add on top of it. So we're talking quite a lot of difference in terms of how much money I have to spend between the two motorcycles. So maybe you could help me. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have the Street Triple RS, would you upgrade to the Speed Triple, and is it worth paying all the money for it? Maybe I'll make a follow-up video and tell you guys what my final decision is. But for now, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Ciao for now.